昨天记录没有延续到，今天我们已经拯救完卡彭领主了，看一下任务。任务这是什么？哎，拿个眼镜。拿回磨坊主的书，还有旷世巨作跟恶鬼。先解旷世巨作好了，因为现在有权限解恶鬼的话，好像可以到处走。先询问抄写员，这里。哦，这边不能进，我不是到处可以走吗？所以还是有些地方不能去的嘛。这边是吧？抄写员住呢？抄写员在那一间，就是这个塔那边。念经的那一间。
I apologize.
这里吗？不是。锁着。不行。阿黛拉，这汤马是他的妹妹。
So you're doing that. All right then.
抄写员，我要借一本
I
书。
heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, BB. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nick Vard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
有什么原因？
Why would Nick Vard suddenly be avoiding you?
I have a sneaking suspicion. It seems Nick Vard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nick Vard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nick Vard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, Nick Vard is
他还很开
intentionally
心。
avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha the cook,
厨师
Regina the maid,
瑞吉
and
娜、
Hirsch the hand.
瑟西，
I reckon those aren't the only 3 people that know him.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nick Vard is a loner. Which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkove's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
好，我要骗他吗？因为我要拿走那本书。
I thought you had the book on you. But since you don't, I'm not going to go around looking for it.
That's a pity. Yeah, I'll just have to hope Nick Vard's conscience will catch up with him and he'll come by himself. Continue investigating. I might have time for that once the papal schism is over.
哦，失去声望了，但是偷窃等级22，这边可以过吗？诶，刚刚是什么？哦，那是人家对话的文字。 哦，诶，这是什么？这 bug 啊！这些书都没什么用，改天再看。现在要去解杀。奥纳西。
God bless. I apologize.
对啦，就是他。
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
Are you sure they're demons? I've seen a few mice here. They go wherever they want.
Only you youngsters can come up with something so stupid. You wouldn't know Lucifer if he I'm sure they're demons. They're jealous of the
If you say so. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other
失
side
去
of the
声望了，
castle, below the
靠背这些
maiden.
低能
I
的。
swear.
How should I deal with them?
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace
少女塔，
under the maiden and
少女塔是汤
sprinkle
马士的
water
那
on
一
them.
个。
Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic choir, and every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
I'll take care of it. I hope I can do it exactly as you said.
And one more thing to take to heart. The spell is most
等下晚上
effective
用。
when performed in the moonlight. But most of all, don't forget 9 drops.
尼姑瓦的
Bertha, instead of devils, I need your help now with Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Libac to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine, but I don't even know if the last one helped. I told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
什么要紧？
Nickvard needed medicine. For what?
I can't say. I promised Lord Libac his secret is safe with me, as well as his phial of medicine.
Oh, come now. Nickvard misplaced an important book somewhere. A sort of alchemist cookbook. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord Libac's secret is certainly worth more than any book.
嗯，仔细
Listen,
听话。
Bertha. I truly respect your honesty. I'm in the service of a nobleman myself, and I know what's expected of us in cases like these, whether it's Nickvard's illness or political machinations over the fate of our kingdom. Both carry equal weight when spoken about behind closed doors, I'd say. I stand by my principles in matters like that.
Lord Libac's troubles can hardly compare to what you're talking about. It's really quite a trifle in comparison.
So you'll tell me then?
Well,
成功了，
it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Libac had, well, how to say it? Everything came out much too
落塞
quickly.
就是落塞。
Nickvard didn't have time to run down the stairs, eh?
It was in the privy down below the crone, by the training ground below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. He didn't want this little episode to put them off. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters, though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead, and only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire time he looked as if he'd done the worst thing in the world. It happens to the best of us, and I told him as much then. I'm just surprised he never came back for another file. I must say, he did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
I don't know if this is going to do me any good.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
还有女仆跟工人。
Here, Mutt!
Greetings to you, friend. Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zehorovka stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
Could say, huh?
你在
How
这
long have
里
you been
多久？
serving in Trotsky?
Why'd you ask?
I don't know much about this place, so I wanted to ask you about a few things.
I'm not much of a talker. You'd be better off having a word with our scribe, Erasim. He's
Oh,
served
that's you,
here
yeah.
since the days of the...
The Chamberlain mentioned you've seen demons at the castle.
You're damn right I did. What do you know about it?
Only that they're crawling out of fireplaces in the castle below the Maiden.
I'm sure at least half a dozen if the Chamberlain didn't tell you how dangerous this is for all of us.
Of course he told me. That's why we're trying to resolve this as quickly as possible.
I'm glad to hear it. Give those demons their due.
Tell me what you know then.
You know the guardhouse with the little arena? In the palace below the Crone, over by the outer wall? Inside, I mean, on the ground floor. The place stinks like hell, day in and day out. It makes my head spin. I've seen things there with my own eyes I'd rather not talk about. I'd start the investigation there if I were you.
All right. I'll look into it.
还有前面两个是谁？A 是什么？哦。
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Of course I do. But I don't know what to think anymore. I keep finding hair in my food. Someone hides my spices. My soup goes sour. And there's that awful smell.
这个啊什么动物？等下又扣。
Oh, that sounds terrible. The Chamberlain wants this resolved as soon as possible.
It's about time. Do you have any idea how scared people are? All it takes is one mention of those beasts and... I hear the castle has always been connected to hell. But nobody tells you that when you ask to work here.
Where should I start looking?
They must be coming from the other side of the castle. Under the Crone.
Bertha told me the demons are likely to be coming from here,
相反的位置。
under the Maiden.
Oh, of course she did. They've been messing with her head. That old crone's under their spell. I always knew it.
Let me guess. I'm going to have to go around fireplaces and sprinkle 9 drops of water on them.
9? Why 9? But you're mostly right. You have to douse the ground in front of the fireplace they're coming from. That creates a boundary demons can't cross.
All right. Where can I find the fireplaces?
That's hard to describe. Anyway, there are 5 such fireplaces. Together they form the shape of a 5-pointed star. A pentagram.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. Hopefully I won't miss any of them.
If I were you, I'd do it during the night. Even the demons have to sleep sometime, don't they?
The devil never sleeps.
And the old hag rushes in where the devil fears to tread, eh? The sooner you get rid of them, the better. Farewell, my friend.
晚上要晚上去吗？ 这里有一个
9.
这里没人，拖一下。钱就好。不要拿。
Greetings to you.
总管。一个等号。弱效。保存药剂。没东西。这里有壁炉。
I hope I'm doing this right.
把整个纸帽都偷光了。重要是有没有书啊？等一下。方女仆在哪？从电开锁跟壁炉吗？这不是壁炉，哦，这是壁炉啊。
Don't show yourself here again.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God be with you.
快想偷这些啊，晚上再来偷。哦，这是军械库，铁匠的工具箱。
You're not permitted to be here. Halt! I sold it to the codices, even though they offered me less. I didn't know that.
Easy now. I surrender.
Nothing to do. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't. You'll pay up and show me where.
Look.
What are you talking about?
Look, we're both men.
Where are you going?
It's like this.
No.
They're really good in bed. Well, this yarn at high noon, then all of a sudden, that girl made a right.
Aye. All right then.
不行啊，地牢不能去啊。对对对，你傻过。这谁 ？Von Broker。
Lord von Burgov.
It's a thankless job, but a necessary.
Are they really so much trouble around?
They've been a nuisance ever since the castle. Call him whatever you want. That hellish bastard certainly wasn't happy.
I can't imagine he was.
But he soon realized many a poor soul in the lower...
Why don't you put a stop to it?
The castle is situated... We have no choice but to try and tolerate...
没有往上的路了。诶，有啊，是走后面有往上的路。
I apologize.
去厕所啊！这有一个壁
Don't
炉
show yourself here again.
.非常困难。是谁房间？这里还有个壁炉。
Don't show yourself here again.
你可以偷了。这几点？中午应该没有会回来。这我用了。你妈啦！哇，吓死我！头晕了，头晕了。看下汤马斯还在不在？还在，还在。
Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Pour forth mercifully, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ, thy Son, was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and cross be brought to the glory of his resurrection. Through the same Christ our Lord. Amen.
Greetings, lad. What brings you here?
How long have you been here in Trotsky, Father?
Well, it's been quite a few years. But if you are interested in local history, you should go and see the scribe.
How do things work in the castle?
You mean who runs things when...
Yeah, I see there's a lot of people here, so I wouldn't want to offend anyone.
Then you should watch out especially for Lady Yitka. She's the wife of our Burgrave Hashek. She's a pious woman, but also damned firm and strict on the Her husband is in charge of the castle garrison and order in the region. Then Captain Thomas is responsible for Sir Otto's security.
I noticed there's no church in Troskowitz, or anywhere nearby. Why is that?
It's true. You'll find the closest one in Uyezd or in Mladyeyov on the other side. In Trotsky, we only have the chapel in the castle tower. In short, this domain is the middle of nowhere. It would...
What is Sir Otto von Berghoff like?
What can I tell you? Lord von Berghoff provides a livelihood for many people. He brought money to the region, restored and expanded, and yet he spends most of his time... He's the royal chamber.
I understand. He pays well and doesn't get in the way, eh?
That's not what I said. The old Chamberlain, Ulrich...
But
numbers and accounts aren't everything. One should also think about this... But that young...
I heard the castle is haunted by demons again, Nicodemus. Did they bother you too?
They did indeed. A few days ago, I was in the chapel, deep in prayer, when a spawn of hell appeared before me. Fac mihi hominium. Swear an oath of allegiance to me.
My God. What did you say to it?
I laughed in the face of the Prince of Darkness. Would you not rather renounce your slavery and return to heaven? I told him. Without hesitation, he replied, better to rule hell than to be a slave in heaven. And then he disappeared, veiled in a terrible...
Whew. That sounds horrifying. But anyway, like I said, I was told to sprinkle water. If they dare try that even on a man of faith, nothing else will help.
I'm glad you have faith in the Lord, and not in some old wives' tales. Now take
老婆
up
婆
your
的鬼
task,
话。
and rid us of that. May the Lord guide you.
可以教我东西吗？
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
哦，学识要500啊！
I'd like to hear something interesting.
All right then, but it'll take...
If I sin before God,
Well. You can pay the indulgence in the... Or you can take the path. It will improve your reputation with... Always keep...
I've sinned, Father.
Your soul is pure, son.
So,
I'll do it, as a token of my love for God.
There is a conciliation cross outside Slatego, in the shade of a linden tree. Go and pray for the salvation of his soul.
What penance do you give me?
Bless yourself and say the Lord's Prayer.
All right, Father. I'll go.
How's
I've
it going?
sinned, Father.
First, finish what you... Till we meet again.
我有罪，我犯了偷东西的罪。没有，50块，好，抱歉，我犯的这个罪，我手会不自觉伸到别人的口袋。他那个宝箱我要偷上面的，等晚上再来偷。非常困难，这弹幕开过了吗？
Huh? Did I imagine it? I must be mad. Fuck it.
Good day to you.
女仆，哦，就是他。
Do you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capen. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickvard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. He thought I meant he was too old for me, but then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here, talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And now leave me alone. Christ, pardon me.
还有一个什么工人的工人，
Ave Maria.
这个工人吗？是囚犯。小辉在这。鲱鱼。
The Lord be with you.
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind. You got out of jail yesterday, and today you've got a horse. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you off. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell... See you later, my friend.
这怎么比我的好哎？听说这匹马也可以成长，听说的。
Here you go. Take it. I took a look at Herring.
And?
I'll take him.
Good. He ain't the fastest, but he'll work an honest stock. I've heard that win.
There are nomads around here.
Aye. I hear their camp is
石
somewhere
头
in the
行的
rocks
峡
by
谷间
rocks.
就是
They've got horses there. God knows how they
我
came
卖给
by
他们的。
Useful to know.
Well, let's not forget about...
Ah, don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with Cumans on my...
Well, I'll be damned. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can...
Sure. Thanks.
It was good to see you, my friend.
那小辉嘞？小辉就这么去了。小辉， 我来看看。骑士马蹄铁，匹马鸾加21，加18，加21。这马鞍，马鞍。马鞍装上去附中198，哎，这什么玩具？马鞍，布拉格马鞍，马鞍，158，这198负重，马鸾。玩具是什么？我负重加218，夸张。这马衣，好，这样卖掉。工人吗？这个吗？工人。J 是什么？炼金术。是他吗？尔西。
Good afternoon.
对，尼古瓦
I'm
德。
looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, I suppose his task wasn't so pressing, hmm?
什么任务？
What task?
Nick Libac, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on.
I need to know more about what Nickvard asked you to do.
No. There are new rules now.
What are you blathering about?
Von Berghoff said there's a war on. I told him, watch out for spies. You're a spy yourself, ain't you?
傻小。
I'm not.
Ha! That's exactly what a spy would say. That's why you have to be vetted. The side that Nickvard's on.
I'd like to.
Hold your horses. First a test.
Tell me what you want from me, then.
A sword.
Sword? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During...
Steal a sword? That sounds like something a spy would do.
Not a spy who wants to help von Berg, my servant. I mean, once I get a sword, I'll fill...
You wanted a sword?
没有，这长剑的。
I don't want an invisible sword.
I'll gladly give you some groschen.
Only spies. Unless you had more groschen than then I'd believe you ain't one of them.
Oh.
I'm not going to pay you that much.
You want to hang on to your spy.
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word game. Deeds talk like...
I'll think of a way to convince...
哇，狂扣声望，真的很靠背。马具商。
God bless.
我换一件内力高的香水。
How can I help you, sir?
交易。
What do you have?
他身上有233，我可以卖他什么？这些都卖掉。好。
I'd like to discuss the pro.
身上的钱我全要了。好，就这样。
What would you say to this?
We're getting close. Aye, you're convinced me. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
去打一把剑。
Excuse me.
给他。我会做长剑吗？去做一般长剑。猪皮，钢材，不知道是哪个忘记了。这铁条要不要？不记得。哇，杀什么？铁圆形剑手。铁跟圆形剑，人呢？铁都买。
Let's talk about the.
Do
we have a deal?
You must be from a.
我一定很穷啊。
Aye, you're convinced. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
100块。军用枪剑。好像不够白。
You silly doggy.
敲失败。
Oh, for fuck's sake!
失败，做失败了。
Halfway there. It's almost finished.
做不出40呢，超难控制。只有一般品质啊。不是你。
I went to see him, but he threw me out. And you're surprised? But it was just a simple misunderstanding. Bollocks, a misunderstanding. You made a fool of yourself, more like. What am I supposed to do then? You should go and see the priest. Nobody else can help you. Oh, aye, priest. How could I have forgotten about him?
我这
About Nickford.
Got that sword yet? Spat.
You wanted a sword?
That's perfect. Lovely. I don't think you're a spy. Can't say.
What about Nickford then?
Nickvard asked me to do something for him. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him
城
something
外
he
找他
lost
的
outside
失
the
物。
castle, and I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted, or from where.
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he's still... I'll be going into war soon.
I'll tell him.
Which king would that be?
Oh, I don't know exactly. But when the king commands, his subjects are...
剩下这边。 第一个。
Privies for the soldiers, but not a demon in sight.
厕所，他就是在这边绕赛的吧？好恶哦。
Did you hear? Apparently there's demons in the castle.
Damn it! If they weren't...
What? How?
Every time you say the word demon, one shows up. Don't you know that? Some words just shouldn't be used.
You just used it yourself.
Kurva! You tricked me, you blackguard!
A demon!
Stop it, you madman! I'm deadly serious. You have no idea what you're messing with. They really worked me over when I was little.
All right, I'll shut up.
About time.
等一下，
Greetings. Greetings to you, friend.
Careful.
Why the long face? I've just got this nasty premonition. What
You must have been wrong about those demons. The place you described to me was just a shitter.
You're right. My bad. I realised as soon as you left.
傻小啦。
So where should I start looking for those demons?
I was actually going to send you to the palace below the Maiden Tower. It's upstairs, near Lord von Burgos and the Burgrave's chambers. I hear a mysterious door appears right next to the staircase leading to the tower. It must be the devil's work.
All right, I'll have a look. But you better not be messing with me.
少女塔。迷路了。他说底下。诶，在楼上。
What can I do for you?
Take my things to my chambers.
Certainly. Good to see you.
看他一直叫我去看厕所，我该会不会掉下去啊？
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
是那个堡主从马桶掉下去啊？
The place you sent me to was just another privy. I'm starting to lose my patience.
Oops, excuse me.
Where the hell are these demons?
Look around the staircase leading to the scribe. It's between the palace below the crone and the tower.
臭死人的地狱之门。
I swear, if this is another shitter...
Of course not. I wouldn't dare threaten the security of the castle.
If there's nothing there, you'll have me to answer to.
I'm sure you'll find something. I'd get my weapon ready if...
If this is another joke, you'll really piss me off.
我觉得他是又骗我。
I apologize.
嗯，不见了。
The Lord be with you. What would you like?
I'll have a look at your ware.
看可以卖什么？啤酒可以卖。这都可以买。那可以买什么？书吗？没有。保存药剂我有了，香水不用。
Maybe next time then. What do you want?
– 尘土是23，尘土是36， 36、23跟13。
Back to hell with you.
这个我先等下晚点解，我怕解完我就不能再进来了。
I came to tell you I took care of all the fireplaces in the palace under the Maiden. The demons should be gone now.
Thank you.
I reckon someone will hand...
Take care, my friend.
I should get going.
J J 吗？ D 呀。 楼上。感觉是厕所。
Of course, another privy. That's enough of that.
他骗我去找厕所。
Blacksmith?
Let me guess. You didn't find any demons?
I'm done looking for them.
There's no need to anyway. You made so much noise, the demons all crawled back underground. Christ! To think, I'd find a moron who'd buy it 3 times in a row. 3 times!
So you were just wasting my time?
Not at all. Next time your belly starts rumbling, you'll know exactly where to go.
I feel like I've been possessed by a demon, and it's driving me to kick your arse.
Have you lost your sense of humour as well as your sense of smell? Try me, lad. You'll be leaving this castle on a stretcher.
揍他！
We'll see about that. Nobody makes fun of me.
You're just a whiny, humourless, and soon enough, you're in for an arse-kicking, you piece of shit! Enough! I give up!
Have you had enough?
Fuck! All right, enough!
I've got half a mind to shove your face in all 3 of those shitters, but I reckon this'll do.
Aye, I've had enough. Farewell, sir.
揍他！他不跟我讲话，因为被我揍。
I'm sorry. What do you need, sir?
What do you have for sale?
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time, then.
Here you go. Take it.
你先在厕所看一下。哦，所以我原本在这边捡的那个药剂是烙赛先生的，我看一下。这药剂原本是烙赛先生的。 他说这书是不是叫马桶里啊？看起来。去城墙外找到，所以他的书掉到马桶里面。
Where's that damn grave digger?
I hope someone pays for a requiem mass.
这是他吗？
So, how did...
Sir Otto hired me in Prague as his bodyguard, and I reckon he sensed he was a band of...
How was your company?
It was well planned, I must
Oh.
admit.
What went wrong for it?
Hard to say.
That's all there was to it.
If you really want to know...
What do you mean?
It might have come... Like I say.
Hmm? 怎么出去？
Yeah, the place by the Jehorovka stream.
What then?
那里有门啊。
Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the weird.
按错，取火把是那个键。不是本来有一个人吗？哟，很多苍蝇呢！我看到了，我看到了，上面都是大便。
You must be Nick Vard, eh?
他吗？
Wretch.
Hail Mary.
哦，这个啊。
Where's that damn grave digger?
You silly doggy.
健胃药剂就这个啊。我看药。
Starting to stink.
火焰大师。
Embossed. That'll be the book Crazel wants. But it's quite ordinary. Apart from being covered in shit.
对，这个大师真六。
Where's that damn grave digger?
以下什么步骤？没有下一页。
I hope someone pays for a requiem mass. that damn Frapier. Starting to stink.
我们拿到这本书了，剩下的明天玩。找不到入口了，我找到那里。这入口就是一开始被泼屎的地方。
That's because I love him. There's no one in the world as beautiful as him.
That's blasphemy. You'll end up in hell.
A love as pure.
Excuse me.
Have anyone. Have to go now. See you later. May God be with you.
What are you doing here?
Have a lovely summer evening.
谁呀？海瑟琳。为什么在这？
I apologize.
Decide what to do. Someone
It can't
bumped
go
him
on
off
like
and
this.
Didn't even rob him. See you soon.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
Farewell and take care. Farewell.
他们是在谈论什么？不常见。不可以休息到晚上。然后明天再继续。